Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I have recorded a video outside. It's mainly due to the weather, and it's also easier for me, to be honest, to read you the news from the computer, so then I believe I make less mistakes pronouncing the words than I have when I am reading to you my handwriting from the notebook. But I show you briefly where I am. I've showed you this place several times already. I am at the castle of the Pomeranian Dukes. Right on the top here you see this very cool clock. It's dated 1864, so actually right before the big mud covered the earth and tried to destroy Tartaria. Carpe diem over there, everyone. It's a beautiful place. They have renovation going on. I will come back here during the evening hours to show you beautiful lights, and there is my favorite bench behind me over there. So let's get to the news. What do I have for you? We will start two topics regarding the money, since it's nice to follow the money. It leads you to some answers for sure. Then we will have an article or news about Donald Trump, and last but not least, what's gonna soon be the reality for many young Ukrainians, which shouldn't be a surprise to any of us. So let's start with the topic of money. This is the article from today, from December the 12th, from TASS, 12/12 today. US House of Representatives approves $884 billion defense budget. The Senate is expected to approve the budget next week, and the document will go to US President Joe Biden for signing. Every time they say President Joe Biden, it just doesn't go together, does it? None of this makes sense, but let me continue. Washington, December 12, the House of Representatives of the United States Congress approves the $884 billion budget for fiscal year 2025, which began on October 1st, according to a live broadcast. The Senate is expected to approve the budget next week, and the document will go to US President Joe Biden for signing. The document has 1,800 pages. The $884 billion US dollars defense budget is 1% higher than its predecessor. It's a little bit more here. Previously, the Congress has created a commission from both chambers to negotiate details of the budget. Drafts that had been agreed by both chambers are normally approved within a very short period of time. I was thinking when I read this, the document has 1,800 pages. Do you believe, guys, that all of those people who are signing this document, they actually read all of those pages? I don't. I think there's a lot of lazy people in every Congress all around the world, not just in US, who just, show up there, hit the clock, I'm in, and get paid and stuff, and they don't read this. And if they read it, they kind of scroll through it, or maybe they just read the highlights, or I don't know how this document looks like, and then they sign it. So maybe they look at the numbers. I don't know, but I just feel like majority of those people who sign it, they don't even read it. Who's gonna read 1,800 pages? Only someone who really cares, right? But how many are out there of those? Since we are on the topic of the money, Elon Musk becomes first person in history to amass $400 billion fortune. So he's half of the military budget. His wealth is half of the military budget, almost half for next year. Elon Musk has become the first person in history to amass a fortune of more than $400 billion. This net worth now stands at around $440 billion, which is, here they say in British pounds, 345 British pounds, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. More than that of Microsoft founder Bill Gates and Amazon's Jeff Bezos combined. So you put those two together and it's still more Musk has than those two. Musk fortune has boomed in the weeks following Donald Trump's victory in the US presidential election. During the campaign, the ex-owner served as a major political donor and advocate for his fellow billionaire, and he is accepted to wield considerable influence when Mr. Trump takes power in January. Shares in electric car firm Tesla, where Musk is chief executive, I think that's how you put the accent, executive, have surged by around 65% since the election amid hopes that Trump will eliminate tax credits which have helped competitors in the industry. And the enthusiasm showed no signs of slowing down last night as the stock hit another record high of around $420. Tesla is a major part of Musk's overall wealth. This 12.8% stake in the business is by itself worth nearly $172 billion US. He is also expected to use his co-leadership of the planned Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, the new department, to push through beneficial changes. And another boost for Musk earlier this year agreed to buy $1.25 billion worth of shares in SpaceX, valuing his rocket and satellite firm at around $350 billion, making it the most valuable startup business in the world. The surge is a remarkable turnaround for Musk, whose fortune fell to $137 billion just 2 years ago. So even if he would double it, he quadrupled it pretty much, almost 3 times more. No, more than 3 times. So yeah, everyone. So now who needs who? And since we mentioned Trump, this is from TASS again. Trump invites Chinese president to his inauguration in Washington. And let me read you. I have this written down here. Yes, okay. From TASS again. It is unclear whether the Chinese leader accepted the invitation, CBS News reported. Washington, December 12, today. US President-elect Donald Trump invited Chinese President Xi Jinping to his inauguration, scheduled to take place in Washington on January 20th, 2025, CBS News reported. Sources told the TV channel that the invitation was sent in early November, soon after Trump's election victory, but it is unclear whether the Chinese leader accepted the invitation. The Chinese embassy in Washington has not yet replied to a TASS request for a comment. So TASS is trying to get the answer. Besides Hungarian Prime Minister, which is quite obvious, Viktor Orban is expected to be present among the ceremony's high-ranking guests. I'm sure Dudu will go too. The reporters says US President's inauguration ceremonies are normally attended by ambassadors and other high-ranking diplomats. According to the US Department of State, no foreign leaders were ever present at the ceremony since 1874. So, guys, do you think that Xi Jinping will go? I actually think he might go. I had this feeling, this might be strange, but many of you are already familiar with my Sunday videos. I want to say this, and I'm gonna share this a little bit more on my channel because I think I'm not the only one. I had many times in my life moments when I was able to see the future, and sometimes, of course, it's not always this exact what you had the download about or insight about, I think all of us humans, real humans, have this ability. So I don't know if this is communication directly with God, or I think it is. But I had this feeling not a long time ago that Trump will meet with Putin next year in July. So let's just record this now, and then I might check it in July if I was correct or not. Or something in summertime. I feel a lot of things will change next year, also for the better. That's how I feel. But for now, the Ukrainian Defense Ministry is preparing to recruit young people over 18 years old. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry will soon propose to the Verkhovna Rada special military service contracts for young adults aged between 18 and 25 years to address ongoing personnel shortages, the Ukrainian Telegraph news outlet reported. According to the publication, the Ukrainian Defense Ministry is not ready to propose lowering the draft age to 18, but is exploring other options for the ages of 25 to 60. Let me just go away a little bit. The draft age was previously lowered from 27 to 25 in April this year, 2024. Despite this adjustment, the Ukrainian armed forces continue to face significant troop shortages. According to TASS, the Ukrainian armed forces have suffered over 900,000, 1 million casualties, including killed and wounded servicemen. Can we just for a moment think about this number? Over 1 million people. And they are still doing this? Let me see if I have more, guys. I think I had. Yes. So these include introducing special incentive-based contracts. Oh, the clock. See? This is for the servicemen who lost their lives. I think it's 3 p.m. So these include introducing special initiative-based contracts for a period of 1 year with additional payments for individuals aged 18 to 25 at the time of signing. Reportedly, these payments could reach 500,000 hryvnias, which comes to $12,000. The contract would also offer various benefits. After the 1 year term, individuals under 25 years old might opt to leave the service if they're still alive, right? If they choose, really, if they choose, like they are being killed if they don't want to participate, if they choose not to renew their contract. This is just so, it's disgusting. It's disgusting how they are still, who's believing this? In recent weeks, officials in the US administration have openly suggested that Ukraine should lower the draft age to bolster the front lines. However, reducing the mobilization age remains highly unpopular, and Ukrainian authorities maintain that there are no such plans. Really. Kiev argues that Western nations are not supplying enough weapons for the already established brigades. That's what's happening, everyone. So now we will see more young people escaping Ukraine, and I just want to come here to show you. There's an English, so let's see. This is about the clock. The story about the clock. Shall I read you this? It says the tower clock and the southern wing of the castle was produced between 1693 and 1694 during the Swedish reign in Szczecin. It is a masterpiece by the castle clockmaster of the Swedish king Kasper Netarda. The new clock replaced older mechanism from 16th century, from the times of dukes. Anyway, I just want to say that lately, questioning everything and the history, whatever I read, beautiful, huh? Whatever I read about historical facts that are twisted like a very, very curly Italian spaghetti, Italian pasta, I don't believe most of the things because they completely rewritten history books and they are lying to us on so many fronts. So all I know that there is a great clock and something happened very drastic to the humankind, to the population of this planet, not a long time ago actually, a little bit more than 100 years ago, when we had very, very involved civilization, and here we are, like lost in space. All of a sudden we have electric cars as if we never had them, just referring to Musk. So with this being said, everyone, thank you so much for watching. My fingers are freezing because it's cold already. If this video brings you any value, make sure to hit the like, thumbs up before you go. It helps with the algorithm. Leave the comments down below. I don't have the comment of the day today, apologies. and subscribe if you haven't already. It's free of charge, it doesn't cost a single thing, and it helps my channel to grow. But if you choose to support me financially, you can do it by donating on PayPal, joining my Patreon, like many other creators who have Patreon accounts as well. And locals, you can choose locals too. You can buy my book. I collaborated on with Scott Ritter about Ukraine. The link's down below. Follow me on Instagram, and what else? Join my mailing list before I will be removing myself from that particular website. And then the number, all those people who are joining, I will take to another place and will be informing them about my next projects and things of that nature. And with this being said, lots of love, and remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. See you in another video. Bye everyone.